everyone, welcome back to Magnifica for Craft YouTube channel. I'm working on another project. In the previous video I showed you how to attach the rope to the wooden handle. That we have already achieved here. The next thing now is to go into the pattern proper. I want you to follow me as I show you what to do. Here I have the ropes here, 5 crowns in all. You are going to pick the 2 in the middle. If you have a square knot, you have 4 like this, a square knot. You're going to pick the first 2 here. You're going to cross it over this. You need to make each. You can see. You pick the next rope. You do the same thing. Don't put it too close to the edge. Give some allowance like that. Take the next one, you roll. You pick the next rope, you roll. The next one, you roll. You pick the next one. You roll. You pick the next. Be very careful while picking the ropes. You roll it. You pick the next one. You roll. We are now left with the last rope. You do the same thing. We are done with this side. Now that we are done with this side, we are going to do the same thing on the left hand side. Now you pick this, you roll it over this way. You pick the next rope. You roll. You pick the next one. You roll, you pick the next. Now the last rope, you do the same thing. So you've completed it on both sides now. After this, the next step is this will go under, you bring this up. Then you pick the first rope here, you roll it over again.
Sure.
So we continue like this. We come to the last one. You do the same thing. You come over to this side, like I said. All this will now go under here. You leave one out. All this will go under. You pick this. You roll it over. So we finish this other line too, making the second one. This is how we're going to continue. You come to this side, all this go under again. The purpose of that is that such that you will not pick the wrong rope. So you continue the same process. You roll it over. As you are done with this side, you come here, we repeat the same thing. You can see what I'm doing. You roll it over. When you are done with this side, you come back here like that, alternating. That's how you will continue. So for this line, we complete it this way. That's how you continue. You come to this side, you pick the first one like this, just the way we've been doing it. This is how you continue till you complete here. You come here, you come here. What we are trying to achieve is something like this. You can see it here. That's how it will be going, and you can see what we have done here too. That's how it will be going. You can see it here. So that's how you're going to do it until it is like this. So you can see our pattern now. This is what you're going to have for the first line. You are going to have everything like this. After this is to go to the next pattern. The next pattern we'll be going into is to make square knots that is still going to give us a diamond shape like this. So the first step here is you pick this. You pick the first two to make a square knot. So you are going to make square knot with this 4 ropes here. See what I'm doing? You will not put too tight to leave a space. If you see what we have done here, you see that there are some design at the edges here. So you can see it very well here. So you will not put too tight. You make a square knot. The 2 you have left here, you pick another 2 at this side. You make your square knot again. Move to the next one, you make your square knot. So the last square knot here, you can see what we've achieved. You come to this side, you pick these 2 with the next 2 ropes there, you make another square knot. Come to the next one, you make your square knot. To the next one, you make your square knot. You make your square knot. We are now coming to the last square knot for the second row. You do the same thing. If you are a beginner in this, you are coming across our video for the first time and you don't understand what we mean by square knot, please visit our previous videos. We've made extensive tutorials on how to make your square knots. So that's how we continue. We finish the second line. You can see here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are going to have 5 lines in all. So you're going to make square knot down here. You pick the next 2, you make the next, then this is the 5th square knot. That's how we're going to continue. See. So let's continue. You make another square knot. So we're on the last line now. You pick your rope. You make your square knots. You pull here, but not to the edge here. Then you pick the next one. You make your square knots.
Sure.
So we're on the last one. You make the final square knot for this very stage here. You pull it to secure. You can see what we have here. Exactly what we have here. Here is what we have replicated here now. So you see we're making progress. The next thing is to go back to our pattern here. You are going to repeat the same thing here. You see the form the pattern is taking. So you're going to repeat the same thing, just like I said earlier. You have 2 here, 2 here. You pick the 2 in the middle. You roll this over here. Pick the next one. Don't pull too tight because of the design we have at the edge here. You do the same thing. Do the same thing. Do the same thing. Be very careful while picking the rope. You do the same thing. You do the same thing. Pick the rope. Do the same thing. And the last one. Do the same thing. So when you are done with that, you come to this side, you pick the rope, you do the same thing, you roll it, so we are getting to the end of it. Do it, you pull it, and then the last one. So you can see what we have here. The same right. By the time you continue here, this is how you're going to have it exactly. So you can see what we have in the blue. As you continue, you're going to have the pattern this way. That's how we're going to continue it. So thank you very much for your time.